And the Oscar goes to Alicia Vikander, the Danish girl.
This is the first Oscar and nomination for Alicia Vikander.
Wow. Thank you so much, the Academy, for this incredible recognition. I share this with our fabulous crew and cast, and I want to thank Gail and Anne and Nina and Working Title and Focus and Tom. Where are you? My director, thank you so much for your support and belief in me. And Eddie, there you are. Thank you for being the best acting partner. I couldn't have done it without you. You raised my game. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my dream team, which is Teresa, Angharad, Charles, Laura. I want to thank my friends, Allan där hemma, and my mom and dad. Thank you for giving me the belief that anything can happen, even though I would never have believed this. Thank you.
And the Oscar goes to Alejandro G. Inarritu, The Revenant.
This is the fourth Oscar and seventh nomination for multiple nominee tonight, Alejandro G. Inarritu. He took home 3 Oscars last year for Best Picture, Directing, and Writing for Birdman.
Gracias a la Academia. Thank you to the Academy. I can't believe this is happening. It's amazing to receive this award tonight. But it's much more beautiful for me to share it with all the talented and crazy cast and colleagues and crew members along the continent that made this film possible. To all and each of you, I thank you from my heart. Leo, you are the Revenant. Thank you for give every soul, your art, your life. Tom Hardy, all the Native American cast, all the English American cast, thank you very much for your trust, for your talent. I want to thank Chivo. Thank you for bringing the light to this journey. And I want to thank to Arnold Milchan. Thank you for your unconditional support. My producers, Mary Parr and Steve Golding, all the people in Fox and New Regency. I very lucky to be here tonight, okay? But unfortunately, many others haven't had the same luck. There is a line in the film that says, Glass to his mixed race son, they don't listen to you, they just see the color of your skin. So what a great opportunity to our generation to really liberate ourselves from all prejudice and, this tribal thinking, and make sure for once and forever that the color of a skin become as irrelevant as the length of our hair. This is for my father. Thank you very much.
And the Oscar goes to Leonardo DiCaprio.
This is the first Oscar and 6th nomination for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Thank you all so very much. Thank you to the Academy. Thank you to all of you in this room. I have to congratulate the other incredible nominees this year for their unbelievable performances. The Revenant was a product of the tireless efforts of an unbelievable cast and crew I got to work alongside. First off, to my brother in this endeavor, Mr. Tom Hardy. Tom. Your fierce talent on screen can only be surpassed by your friendship off screen. To Mr. Alejandro Inarritu, as the history of cinema unfolds, you have forged your way into history these past 2 years. What an unbelievable talent you are. Thank you to you and Chivo for creating a transcendent cinematic experience for all of us. Thank you to everybody at Fox and New Regency, in particular Arnon Milchan. You were the champion of this endeavor. My entire team. I have to thank everyone from the very onset of my career, Mr. Caton Jones for casting me in my first film, Mr. Scorsese for teaching me so much about the cinematic art form, to Mr. Rick Yorn, thank you for helping me navigate my way through this industry, and to my parents, none of this would be possible without you, and to my friends, I love you dearly, you know who you are. And lastly, I just want to say this. Making The Revenant was about man's relationship to the natural world, a world that we collectively felt in 2015 as the hottest year in recorded history. Our production needed to move to the southern tip of this planet just to be able to find snow. Climate change is real. It is happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species, and we need to work collectively together and stop procrastinating. We need to support leaders around the world who do not speak for the big polluters or the big corporations, but who speak for all of humanity, for the indigenous people of the world, for the billions and billions of underprivileged people who will be most affected by this, for our children's children, and for those people out there whose voices have been drowned out by the politics of greed. I thank you all for this amazing award tonight. Let us not take this planet for granted. I do not take tonight for granted. Thank you so very much.
And the Oscar goes to Spotlight.
Spotlight has 6 Oscar nominations this year, winning 2 Oscars for Original Screenplay and Best Picture.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I love you, Lauren. We did it. Wow. This film gave a voice to survivors, and this Oscar amplifies that voice, which we hope will become a choir that will resonate all the way to the Vatican. Wow. Pope Francis, it's time to protect the children and restore the faith. Thank you very much.
We would not be here today without the heroic efforts of our reporters. Not only do they affect global change, but they absolutely show us the necessity for investigative journalism.
We'd also like to thank our partners, Tom Wartenberg and everyone at Open Road, Jeff Skull and Jonathan King and everyone at Participant, E1 Anonymous Content, First Look, Michael Biederman, David Misner, Josh Singer and Tom McCarthy. Your tenacity and vision is unparalleled. To our cast, if there ever was a perfectly calibrated ensemble, you are it. Thank you so much.
And the Oscar goes to Brie Larson, Rome.
This is the first Oscar and nomination for Brie Larson.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you first to the Academy. I want to start big because the thing that I love about movie making is how many people it takes to make it. So I want to start first with the Telluride Film Festival, the Toronto Film Festival, who gave us a chance, who gave us a platform first. I'd like to thank A24 for taking this movie into their hands and sharing it with the world. I'd like to thank our director, Lenny Abrahamson, who is absolutely incredible, Emma Donahue, who created this world, Jacob Tremblay, my partner through this in every way possible, my real partner, Alex Greenwald. I love you, the whole thing. To my parents, my agent, my manager, Chris Fiotto, Ann Woodward, Lindsay Gallen, the rest of my team, my friends, my family. Thank you to everyone who participated in Room. Thank you to all of you who saw it. Thank you to the fans. Thank you to the moviegoers. Thank you for going to the theater and seeing our films. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And the Oscar goes to Charles Randolph and Adam McKay, The Big Short.
This is the first Oscar and nomination for Charles Randolph, and the first win for Adam McKay, who was also nominated for directing The Big Short this year.
Thank you so much to the Academy. Also, thank you to Michael Lewis for writing an amazing book that inspired Charles and I so much. Thank you to Paramount for taking a risk on a movie that's about financial esoterica and believing in it. Thank you to my beautiful wife, Shira Piven. There she is. And my children, Lily Rose, my two daughters, Lily Rose and Pearl, I love you so much. Go, sorry, I took too long.
Thank you very much, Plan B. Thank you very much to Paramount, to my wife, Mili, Ania Hevatach, Mili, to my kids. I am so happy to be your father. Thank you.
And the Oscar goes to Mark Rylance, Bridge of Spies.
This is the first Oscar and nomination for Mark Rylance.
I've always just adored stories, hearing them, seeing them, being in them. So for me to have the chance to work with, I think, one of the greatest storytellers of our time, Steven Spielberg, has just been such an honor. And unlike some of the leaders we're being presented with these days, he leads with such love that he's surrounded by masters in every craft on his film, every craft, not the least Mr. Tom Hanks. People, I'm so pleased that our film has been nominated so many times, and as a face of the film, I meet many people in the streets, and it's lovely to have them. They're always saying to me, would it help, and all that stuff. And I think if you ever wonder about acting with Tom Hanks, would it help? The answer is clearly yes. I want to just say thank you to my fellow nominees. I don't know how they separate my acting from your glorious acting in these wonderful films that you're in, which everyone must see. I don't know how they separated the five of us from all the other supporting actors who are making films at the moment. It's a wonderful time to be an actor, and I'm proud to be part of it. Thank you.
And the Oscar goes to Son of Saul, Hungary.
This is the second Oscar and 9th nomination for Hungary.
Thank you. Wow. Thanks to the Academy for this incredible honor. Thank you to Sony Pictures Classics, Tom Bernard, and Michael Barker for supporting us. Thanks to Hungary for funding this film. I want to share this with Geza Rurik, my main actor, and the incredible cast and crew that believe in this project when no one else did. Even in the darkest hours of mankind, in the darkest hours of mankind, there might be a voice within us that allows us to remain human. That's the hope of this film. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Winning supporting actor, J.K. Simmons.
That's good, man. Thank you.
Rooms.
And the Oscar goes to Spotlight, John Singer and Tom McCarthy. Yay! We did it.
This is the first Oscar for Josh Singer and Tom McCarthy. This is the third nomination for Tom McCarthy, who is also nominated for directing Spotlight.
We've got to thank Open Road. We've got to thank Participant. We've got to thank our wonderful producers, Michael Sugar, Nicole Rockland, Bly Faust, Steve Golan. We've got to thank our wonderful cast and crew from Boston and Toronto. My wife, who, Laura Dave, makes me a better writer every day and makes me a better human every day. And my father, Bruce Singer, who taught me how to dream.
Thank you very much, Academy. We made this film for all the journalists who have and continue to hold the powerful accountable, and for the survivors whose courage and will to overcome is really an inspiration. It's all we have to do, make sure this never happens again. To Rhonda Price, the Gersh Agency, Andrew Hurwitz, to my beautiful wife, Wendy, Nora, Vivian, my family, and all our friends, we thank you. This one's for you, Gino. We love you. Love you, Mom and Dad.